been asked a couple of times by a couple of friends of mine what my where I stood on gun control, what we should do about all the tragedies that's happened, Columbine, Sandy Hook, different episodes that's happened here in America. You know, the theater shootings with this guy that was whacked out and thought he was the Joker, stuff like that. And they say, well, these type of weapons should be taken away. Okay, they say. Some people tell me, yeah, I believe that this is what some people will tell me, and their stance is that they think that, that we should be able to keep our firearms, just not certain ones, okay? And then there's some people that think guns should be banned all the way around the board. Me personally, I do not think of it that way. I think that there shouldn't be a ban on any type of weapon whatsoever, not for a legal owner. For people who own them legally and are law-abiding citizens, you should be able to own whatever weapon you want to own. And they say, oh man, I don't think they should do that. The argument I always get is, you think that people should have assault-type rifles and all this stuff, and AR-15s and MP5s and blah, 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 blah? Yes, I do. And I'm here right now to try to clarify why I think that way. The Second Amendment, I keep saying amendment, but the Second Amendment was put there for a reason. It was for us to bear arms, to protect ourselves, not only against other aggressors, but a tyranny. Okay, well, what is tyranny? Tyranny is when you get an overzealous government who starts throwing, so that they turn into a dictatorship and they're going to control you. That's tyranny. Okay, and it's getting real close to that. And as you get closer to that kind of a lifestyle here in the U.S., yeah, I can see why somebody would want to own AR-15s, all kinds of SKSs, stuff like that. Yeah, I can see it. I personally do not own these weapons. I don't see it. I mean, I can do, it gives them a feeling a little bit, I think, a little more security, which is fine. But it's still hard to explain why we need these kind of weapons. They say those are military style weapons. You don't need those in everyday life. Well, you might not now, but what happens when our U.S. forces turn against us? Okay, it's possible. It's possible that the government can turn against the people. Well, when the government turns against the people, that's when you want these kind of weapons. Yes, you want these weapons. Your Second Amendment, is also there to protect you from tyranny, so you can protect yourself from a government that is taking way too much. They're taking over. Okay, so if we went to a civil war with the government, yeah, I'd like to know that a couple of my friends were carrying these weapons, because when they come at you with AR-15s and M16s and whatever, 50 cal Barretts and stuff, I'd like to know that we can actually fire back with the same type thing. It's kind of hard to do if you're sitting there with a .22 revolver and you're staring down somebody. They're coming at you with, you know, yeah, you want these kind of weapons. So that's my stand on it. Okay, I don't think there should be any ban. I'm with Rand Paul. You can take these weapons from legal people. The criminals don't care. They follow the law anyway. So why would it bother them? As far as my weapons, I plan on keeping them. And I don't see, and now they're buying up all this ammunition. You know, they're preparing for something. And you can bet I'm not a conspiracy theory, all this junk. I don't get into too much of it. I do listen to a lot, and I do pay attention to what's going around me. But as far as, you know, adding on stuff, I try not to do that. I try to base my decisions on logical thinking. But logical thinking does tell me that when you're buying so many millions of rounds, and these are highly developed ammunition, not training rounds, and they said they're buying them for target practice. Anybody who shoots any kind of weapon at all knows that you don't target practice with hollow points. It's too expensive. Okay, so when you're buying up that many rounds, you're up to something, and that might not be a good time for y'all to start giving up your good guns.